Hey, it's Adriana, and this is my review of Star Trek Into Darkness. I kind of went to see this movie on a whim. I'm not a big sci-fi fan, and I'm not a big Star Trek fan. I don't know that much about Star Trek. I have seen the first film, but I saw it in theaters, and I've never seen it since, so I kind of forgot what it was like. But I really liked this movie. It was really enjoyable. You don't really need the first film to be able to follow this one. Obviously, Star Trek is huge. There's so much background and so many things that a true fan would know and would get out of this movie more than someone like me who doesn't really know much. As someone who doesn't know much, it was nice to be able to watch a movie and not have as much background, but still really enjoy it, really get all the characters, really like where the story's going and everything. I'm not going to be so good at the lingo with this film, and as I've just said, I admit I'm not an expert, but Star Trek Into Darkness follows Captain Jim Kirk, who is played by Chris Pine, who is really great in this role. He's very charismatic. He really gives a defining character, you know, the kind of playboy, mischievous, and doesn't like to follow the rules, but still a really good guy who has a lot of heart and who really, really wants to make things work and be successful for his crew. So there's Chris Pine. Then there's Spock, played by Zachary Quinto, who's a Vulcan, and Vulcans don't lie, and he has this really, just kind of emotionless but funny, good comedic relief character, but also still has a lot of heart and actually does manage to make some of the more emotional aspects of the storyline work in the movie. Zoe Saldana, who plays Uhura, who is one of the crew members, and she's kind of dating Spock. She's really good in the role. Everyone, the whole cast, it's kind of a really random cast, but they all do really well in their roles. Also, Simon Pegg is in this, and he does a lot of the comedic relief for the film as well. Benedict Cumberbatch plays the villain in this film. John Harrison, otherwise known as Khan, he makes a really good villain. He's kind of like this superhuman, kind of always keeps you guessing, and the whole premise of the movie is that the villain has basically been, killing people mindlessly, kind of these horrific acts, and the Starfleet Command is going after him. It can be a bit spoilerish in describing why, so I'm obviously not going to go there. It's a really great action movie, a lot of good action sequences, a lot of fun, entertaining constantly. I wasn't bored at all watching this movie, and as someone who's not really a sci-fi fan, I thought I'd easily get bored watching it, but the dialogue is all really great, the performances are all really great, and the story is just really great, and it just really keeps you invested the whole time, and there's good emotional moments, and there's good funny moments, and overall it just makes a really good film and a really decent sequel to a movie, even though, as I said, I don't really remember the first film that well, but as a sequel on its own, it works very well. So I really enjoyed Star Trek Into Darkness. Also has a really great score, great visuals. I didn't see this in 3D, but I'm sure it does amazing visual stuff in 3D. As someone who doesn't really enjoy these kind of movies, I say it's worth watching, worth your time in the theater, because it's a fun ride. So yeah, that's my review for Star Trek Into Darkness, and hopefully you're able to check out the movie. If you agree or disagree, you can always comment below, and if you like what you see, you can subscribe. Thanks so much.